as long as everybody's ready, let's do it.
Hey, my name's Kyle Pittman. You're here at the Damn Pub in Beaverdale, and we are here shooting with Poor People Podcast.
Nailed it.
Here today, we're going to make one signature drink and a couple of our signature bombs here for me and my man. Our bomb is called the Fresh Prince, as of the Bel Air, obviously, because we are an 80s and 90s nostalgia pub. Everyone's had great bombs. Everyone's had Vegas bombs, orange peels. Made this one up myself. It is lime with cherry pucker, pineapple juice, and watermelon Red Bull. Let's get to it. Pièce de résistance, and cheers.
To the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So good.
Second drink we got is, we call it the V-Ice. It is equal parts vodka, rum, gin with lemonade and Sprite on top. Great summertime drink. Cheers.
All right, are we all ready? Mm-hmm. Cool. Welcome to Poor People.
Hey.
Let's go.
I'm Jaydn,
I'm Anna. I'm Haley.
I'm Kyle.
and we are the Poor People.
Yeah, we sure are. We're at the damn pub today.
Yeah, we are.
So, hi, Kyle.
How's it going?
We about covered it all.
Yeah.
Takes deep breath.
Oh, yeah. The mic's over there.
Well, I got to get that deep breath out of the way, you know?
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we're at the damn pub. How long have you been here? What do you do here?
Tell us everything, deepest, darkest secrets. Start with that.
Listen, I'm trying to not get arrested today, okay? That's asking a lot. So, we are the sister bar of the Angry Goldfish. We opened that one up about 8 years ago. We opened up this place only 6 months shy of shutdown. So still been going strong ever
Yikes.
since. And
Yeah.
hey, believe it or not, I've kept the exact same staff for 4 years straight now.
Whoa, nice.
So you manage this place then?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do
At
at
least try
Angry?
to.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's your official title here?
The GM.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
Cool.
Hell
so
yeah.
then from here, you said that this is a sister store to the Angry Goldfish. What did you do at Angry Goldfish?
Still bartend over there.
Okay.
I've just been a part since they've actually started. I've been bartending for almost 20 years now.
Okay.
Nice.
Actually, I'll hit my 20th this year in
No
June.
shit.
yeah,
That's
that's exciting.
crazy.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Where'd you start out?
Oh, man. I started out in Drake, Doghouse, and then straight to downtown back in Liars Club days.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Way
That
back
place
when.
does
Spent-
not exist anymore.
Yeah, where was
but
that?
Everybody has great memories, though.
I know. I just find it funny because like that place doesn't exist anymore, and it's not that it's a bad thing.
You turned me down
But
as well.
I hear that name a lot.
Yeah, it
Liar
used to
Club?
be. What else did it used to be besides
Middle
Liar?
Court Tower.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because People's used to be above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Like
it was
where
like
Beer
center.
Kid was?
Oh.
Oh, we lost.
Oh, we lost time.
I didn't do it.
Hello.
But no, People's Court is the first place I ever went to. It was my first concert I ever went to. Sorry.
That's bad.
But I
Thank
know
you, Anna.
it's crazy because I was 14. That was like my first like actual concert that I went to like without my parents and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
So and it was less.
Do you
than,
remember the show?
Oh, of course.
What was it?
Less Than Jake, the Dopamines, and the Supervillains, and then like Ruby Lovegood or something like that. It was my first ever show. I remember it was amazing. It was in People's Court. And I remember because at that time, People's Court was connected to what became the Exchange.
Yep.
And then those two were, and I remember like looking through because it was like right by the bathrooms and being like, God, I wish I was 21. I could go over there and like,
And
like
here
hang.
you are years later wishing you were younger.
Exactly. Yeah. Literally wishing I was 14 again. Yeah. But no, anyway, sorry. Every time I talk about that, they're like, do you remember your first concert? I'm like, absolutely. I remember like where my mom dropped me off at, where I remember who I was with. Like, yeah.
Ooh, Toad Holler.
Oh, yeah.
Thrice, My Chemical Romance, Story of the Year, and The Used.
Oh, dude, that would have been a
Damn.
sick show. That was your first ever concert?
yeah, one
Nice.
that I bought myself
Yeah.
a ticket to that
Yeah.
I got to go to. I think it was I was 14.
Dude,
I was
no
14
way.
at the time.
Where the hell was that?
Oh god, it was over on the south side way back when.
Yeah? Awesome.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that place doesn't even exist as a building anymore.
Yeah. Damn.
But that's
Yeah.
cool that you guys can remember that though. But especially like with the Liars Club and things like that, so many people have gone up into that building and have really cool memories. But the fact that you used to work there is even better because you have that little foot in the door.
True.
And then now Angry Goldfish.
Yeah, I love that place. Okay, wait, hold on. I got so sidetracked with music because I love like talking about music, but this is our
weird.
100th episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Dude, that is
50
so
second,
cool.
sorry, 52nd episode, 1 year. I'm an idiot.
I know. That's what I said too.
It's
I
our
keep
1
say-
year.
Oh no.
I know what I'm doing, guys. God, leave me alone. All I saw was 52 episodes, so it's 52 weeks.
Yeah, that's
that we've been
awesome.
doing this continuously.
Yeah.
It's our 1 year.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how privileged I am. But
Yeah,
you guys
dude.
like ended up doing it
Special.
here.
Well, and it's so I think too, it's a privilege for us also, first
Yes.
of all.
Yes.
And second of all, it's like we've been wanting to come here for so long too. Like this was one of the places that I think we had talked about from the beginning that we wanted to like come here and do an episode. So it's just really awesome to be here,
Oh, yeah,
especially with you, dude. And like it's fucking awesome.
We go back when.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. All right. So yeah. Anyways, I just had to make that announcement before
I'm trying
we
to
got
like
too
focus on
sidetracked.
your guys' faces, but there's so much going
I
on
know.
this back wall that I like can't focus.
It is very.
But it looks dope. It looks
It's-
awesome.
it does.
It's just enough to not be fully obnoxious.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
I can find something new every
Uh-huh.
time.
Yeah. Should be like a little look and find. Like,
Okay,
you know?
so let's talk about this room for a second because so initially the way we had this set up was 90 degrees the other way basically. So we were gonna do this wall and this wall here, but then we were like this wall is way sicker, so we switched everything 90 degrees.
But you mean even with my patch job over here?
Yeah, dude, it's a sick patch job, dude. No,
Well,
but
good thing all these are actual like wraps. So I just had to get that done so we could get all of these replaced. As you can tell,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a little used and abused.
Yeah,
But
that's
do
okay
you?
though.
But is
Character.
that okay? So to segue into it, to our left is basically plywood painted window because
Oh, right.
you guys got broken into.
Yeah, that was a fun morning.
You guys had a car smash through the fucking windows and the wall.
That's exciting. No one died. Right?
Yeah.
So what's crazy about it, the time that it happened at, it was right after my staff had left and right before my cleaning crew came in.
Whoa.
No
It was just
way.
in time. And like the worst part that could have been is my cleaning crew that comes in, they start in this room.
okay.
So yeah, like it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
And thankfully it wasn't. But yeah, no, this happened. It's a thing. That was a fun morning. It was about 7:30 and I got poked and woken up to, hey, somebody ran a vehicle into the dam. Excuse me? I think I actually had more messages and calls from friends and people who normally come in. You're like, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
so
you know as much
crazy.
as I do right now.
Right. But you know now, right? What the fuck happened?
So they pulled in to the alleyway over here, and then they pulled straight forward to Ace right across the street and backed the truck right into the window, smashed over a bench out front, and they just ran around, grabbed the ATM, holted in, drove right out, and
so
went south.
on purpose.
Oh yeah, it
It was a
planned.
robbery. I mean, yeah, they were robbing the
Wait,
ATM,
did you guys catch
stealing
them?
the ATM.
So we caught our ATM.
What?
We apparently it was found behind a Walmart over on the south side, but we haven't found who did it yet. Because so when they pulled in here, we're covered by cameras everywhere, and
Yeah.
like
Right.
everywhere it should be.
Wait,
so-
what? Close it. Shut it down. Cut it. We gotta go. No, I'm just kidding.
We're being recorded right
Abracadabra,
now.
dude. Abracadabra, come get 'em.
No, anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So they popped out of the truck, ran around, just grabbed the ATM, hulked it in, rode right out. I got here. One of the other owners was like picking up a giant part of the window that they had just smashed through, and he's like, "I gotta go do something. Like just start cleaning it right now." We're like, "All right, let's go." One of the others came and joined me. Took us about just shy of 3 hours, but we got it all cleaned up right before we opened that morning.
Okay,
Damn.
good.
Yeah, so everyone still got to work that day. We're like,
I
no,
was gonna
we're-
say, so you didn't get a day off?
and that's what just irritated. Oh,
That's what's so
heck
irritating
no.
about bank robbers is that they don't even do it at a decent time so that you can get the day off.
I was hoping for that.
Yeah. Like shit, close it up today. Make the
Looks what
post.
happened. Well, and that's what sucks too. And I said this before. The only thing they really hurt was my staff.
Right.
That was the only thing they really hurt that morning because obviously we all come together every time. Everyone who's been here has worked really close together, and we actually like enjoy what we do, which that's why I like doing what I'm doing, to make sure that the people that actually pour drinks make their money, enjoy what they do. But the worst part about it is we had like 4 or 5 giant parties. So this room is normally our party room. It used to be an old school arcade room, but
Yeah, I remember that. That was the last time
right, good
I
old
was
NFL
here.
Blitz,
Yes.
Sisters game.
It was, yeah, I remember it being an arcade back here the last time that I came here for food.
Well, and it just made sense. So, like, we have 3 different patios. We have our front patio, back patio, and rooftop. So we have a lot of area. But what sucks during the fall and winter, we lose exactly half of our seating. And like, it was a fun idea because we're a whole 80s and 90s nostalgia niche. But we're like, we've had too many people that come and just stand around all the time. So like, all right, what could we do about this? So just decided to get the games out of here, add in the tables, and we're going to make this our party room. Because a lot of people will like try to reserve our dining area. And it's one of those, oh, we have 20 to 25 people coming. No, you don't. You got 10 to 15
Right.
and you guys just want to walk around each
Yeah.
other.
Right.
We all been there like, oh, I want to call in and reserve this party. Do you really have? Ain't nobody got 30 to 35 friends coming in right now. Come on.
Unless it's like a work
Yeah.
party or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
and then again, you've got maybe like 10 to 20 people that are like going in and out. You don't have a
Right.
lot of people that are just staying there and making it
Yeah.
worthwhile. So that's what we ended up deciding to do with this room, and it's worked out a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it took away from your staff that day because this room was it blocked off, or like you had to cancel the parties, or
No, we still let all of our parties come in. The first thing to do was to figure out how we could put these parties together in these 2 rooms. And like it was really nice because of the support and everybody. They wanted to come in and make sure they're still making money, but people were obviously starting to get a little pissy. Like, oh, we were supposed to have a seat like 20 minutes ago.
It's like, dude,
I got
we
20
were
tables
robbed.
right now for you to work with,
we
okay?
were robbed.
What the hell? Were you busier that day? Like, I can imagine like old people
Oh my
in the
God.
neighborhood
No,
coming
that's-
in like, so what happened here?
That's classic. That's classic. Like, of all days, like that it shouldn't be busy or something like that. You know, it becomes super busy
Yeah.
because
It
now
was.
you've dealt
People
with
just
all this
driving
shit.
by, like,
yeah.
was it busier because people wanted to be nosy and see what happened?
Oh yeah, it was the best of both worlds because it was people who were already planning on being here. Like
Yeah.
our brunches on Sunday are really good.
Yeah.
So already had that, plus people who wanted to make sure they were here, plus the parties that we had.
Yeah.
So it was just such a fun day.
Yeah.
But we all got through it, and none of us actually fought, which was really surprising because I'm pretty sure half of us were ready to swing hands, whether we
Yeah.
wanted to or not.
Damn.
Oh man.
And you
that
said that
is
you
crazy.
sorry, you still have the
Yeah.
same staff after 4 years. That's amazing. So how do you keep your staff here then? What's your how do you tell me your secret.
Treating people like people.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go, Anna.
There's the secret.
Take notes.
Well, just
I'm sorry.
you're a name, not a number.
Yeah, of course. You're a person, not a number.
Well, it's actually taking the time to listen and grow with, Everyone always hates the managers, the GMs, because a lot of the time, everyone always gets burnt out by it. And I ain't gonna lie, I get burnt out from time to time. But at the same time, I get to look at people who I have known throughout years actually be able to grow faster and better than when I did, like starting doing this. So
Yeah.
that's what always makes it worthwhile.
Okay.
Nice. And you're in such a nice area too, and I'm sure you have a lot of like great regulars like from the neighborhood.
I've always loved this Beaverdale area. Like I started working at Carlos O'Kelly's back on.
I
back with
love
the-
Carlos O'Kelly's, dude. Pasta Diablo,
Bravo,
dude.
let's
That
go.
Pasta Diablo, bro.
Yeah, try eating that now, but
Oh, dude, I will. I will.
okay, that's fair. That's
Well,
fair.
no, it's actually so totally off topic, but like my mom is a great chef and she like recreated the Pasta Diablo recipe. So we still have it.
I'm gonna need you to prove that.
Oh, dude, I will. I will gladly
we-
prove it to you.
we can
You'll
do some
eat it and
trades.
you'll be flooded with Carlos O'Kelly's memories, dude. I
don't
swear
know
to
if I want
God.
that to happen,
Okay, anyways, you worked at Carlos O'Kelly's. What was that like, dude?
dude.
I love that
I started
place.
in the started it in the dish pit, same way like I started as a porter way back when, which I don't even think that that's a position that anybody calls nowadays. Like you're just a bar back. Porter
Yeah, I was gonna say I have
doesn't
no idea
exist.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't even
I don't
know
know
what
what
a
that
porter
means.
Like
is.
you're right below a bar back, where
Okay.
a bar back can still like drop things off. Like all your job is to do is to clean up and grab beer and stock it. That's all you
Okay.
are supposed to do.
So it's like a bar back, but you just have a shittier title.
Yahtzee. like it is a term created to make sure you knew you were the lowest on the
Yeah.
totem pole.
God, that's so shitty.
yeah.
I'm glad they don't have it anymore. I never knew what that was. Thank you for teaching me something
Yeah.
new today.
Way back when.
God.
Back in the day.
Yeah. You're not that old. So did what?
Yeah, how old are you?
37.
Oh, dude. That's pretty old. Just kidding.
Honestly, I was waiting for that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I
Yeah,
turned 30
like-
this year.
Dude, like the kids
We
say,
both
if
do.
you're, I was born in the 1900s.
Yeah. I was born in the 1995s.
80s, bud.
Yeah, true.
It's just called good genetics.
Yeah, definitely. Our producer is 40 and he looks bad. He looks real bad.
I don't know how old he is anymore.
I don't know. That looks like a snack attack over there.
It's weird too. It's like he just came to us one day and like we didn't even know him. He just started
Heard about
producing.
him, yeah.
We just it
Well,
was crazy.
to be fair, like somebody you've had on here before to speak of, a mutual friend of ours
Oh, yeah?
that appeared in my life, and I was like, why did you just become my bestie? Here we are.
Here we are 7 years later. And if you are friends with a person for at least 7 years, it's like more likely that friendship won't ever end,
Well,
which is all of the friends in my life.
well, especially like in our industry, like you make connections with some people, even when they go away. Like I can see you 2 years later, and you can pick up right where you left off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
A gift we all have.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if someone okay, so if you haven't seen someone for 2 years, do you remember that person's name or you just remember them, their face?
Always depends on how I met them in the first place.
Okay.
And we all know, like, hey, what's up, Coors Light?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
year later, like, shit, I cannot remember your name, and you've gone too far that you don't want to ask. And it's one of those. You look at the card one night, like, I'm gonna remember this. No, I won't.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes I do. I've started doing that, and I'm like, oh my god, I should know their name.
Yeah.
My trick is like, especially when I really think somebody's gonna be coming around a lot, like. I have to say your name 3 times.
Yeah.
Say your name 3 times in like a consecutive sentence toward you.
Yeah.
That always helps way more for me.
Yeah.
See, yeah, and I'm always just like, I'll do it like where I'll ask for their name and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I got it now, and then I'll like turn around and be like, oh fuck, I already forgot it.
Squirrel.
Yeah, literally.
Do you think when you remember their name, they like stay longer or they come back more because they think that like you're building that connection, you're building a regular?
That is definitely always a huge part of it. And even if you do or don't remember somebody's name, I think what will always bring somebody back is how you treat them and how you make that connection. Because
Yeah.
a good bartender is like a good barber. You're a therapist, you're their buddy, which is also draining on everybody.
Babysitter too.
But
Yeah.
but what's always nice is because like when you make those genuine connections when they come back, where you see them walk in like, yes, I'm actually gonna have somebody to have a decent conversation with today, and I know what you're gonna drink, and then my life's just gonna be easy right now.
Do you think that you make better connections with regulars if you do learn their name or if you like create a nickname for them right away? Because like for me,
Ooh, I like that.
because
Dude, I think the nickname.
yeah, because I was gonna say a lot of times I can't remember people's names, but then I'll think of like something funny that happened when they were in or something, and then I'll call them like that or something.
Okay.
And then, but like I still won't remember their name, so then it's a problem because like I'm creating this regular that I don't know their fucking name, and I'm just developing a nickname for them out of nowhere.
But that's what also sucks. Is like you have so many recipes, you have so many things already like inside of your head. Like when that clicks with somebody, like it's either gonna click in remembering their name, in that nickname,
Right.
or that drink order. But that's also a habit of people who actually care about what they do.
Right.
Like no matter what, because what sucks too is like because you could be your own worst enemy about it. Like, man, I suck. I can't remember your name, but every time you come in, I actually enjoy your time.
Right.
I know your drink.
That's exactly how I feel. It's like, dude, I really enjoy you, but I'm like I can't remember your name at all.
Well, like Kyle said, I like how he said that God, what did you say? I just had it. Sorry.
But do you
It
ever
makes it easier. Yes, it makes it easier that let your day, because it's not boring. Because I work on Sundays and I'm there by myself for at least 2 hours, and I'm twiddling my thumbs, cleaning, getting a bunch of stuff done, and then all of a sudden my regulars and my friends come in. I'm like, oh my God, people! I can actually like talk to you right now. Yeah, like this shift's gonna go by so much faster.
But then it can also be, again, that double-edged sword when you see that group walk in, like, oh no, here we go. And that's a way to like, am I stepping in the back to go do a shot real quick to deal with this? Or how is this going to follow through now?
Sometimes I'll have regulars though, like when it's really busy and they start yelling my name from across the bar, like while I'm
grinds
busy.
my
That
gears.
pisses me off, and I'm
that
like,
grinds
just
my
a
gears.
second.
Just because you know me does not get you served faster than
Yeah,
Right.
nope.
Because if you know me, my job is to do, like, I have my process to
Right,
do.
yeah.
Like, don't abuse that. Give anybody an inch, they'll always take a mile.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I would much rather serve new customers first than my regulars.
Oh,
I think
same.
I
do
do.
too. I absolutely
Well,
do.
you get to be genuine about it. You don't have to be like, especially if they met you in like a different instance. Like anytime you've got a new customer, like that is a new relationship you can either build or just get away with. Because like sometimes some of the best customers are, you'll never see them again, but you have a great time with them. It like when you step away to go take care of them, like there's some sort of alleviation. We're like, man, that was actually halfway decent. Like, cool. You weren't this type of so-and-so. You weren't this type of so-and-so.
Right.
Everyone's got a chance to show you that they're still a person to you instead
Right.
of you having to show what type of person you are to somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, I just like that I don't have to. I can just actually get like orders done. I don't have to rush or like have someone think that I have to serve them first. And I just like serving other people other than my regulars, because sometimes they can be very needy, like super needy to the point where it's like, when are you leaving?
Dude, that's the thing
The
too.
expectations from
Yeah.
Right.
how you
From
taking
regulars.
care
Yeah.
of somebody.
Yeah.
Because I've had that before too, where they're like, it's okay. So we had our glycol like running out basically. So like the beers on one half of the bar weren't cold basically. And these people come in every fucking day, and we've told them every day like it's not going to be fixed till Monday. And then they come in and they're like, "Is it fixed yet?" And I'm like, "Nope."
How dare you inconvenience
Is today
us?
Monday?
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
today Monday?
And I'm like, dude, I can try. And I'm like, I can give you a glass. It'll be cold. And they're like, well, I don't drink out of glass. And I'm like, okay, well, I can throw a plastic cup in the freezer. It's not gonna retain any heat and any coldness at all. But I'll do it just to make you happy. And then it's like, yeah, dude, I would let those plastic cups like sit in the freezer for like easily 20 minutes. Like should have been frozen. Nothing. You pull it out, it's like totally normal temperature. It's insane. It's actually really weird. I think I like might have like discovered something actually.
You know, like ice or water could help with that.
Yeah. Well, dude, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you give them every option and they're like, nope, this is how I like it. This is how I want it. And I
Some
won't
people
take
always
any-
try to ice skate uphill.
Yeah, exactly. And then, oh, dude, I think I talked about this before too, but they were that same thing. I was like, oh, sorry, our glycol's out. Like, it's not going to be warm. And then I got them a bottle. And then they were like, well, is this for the happy hour price? It's 50 cents more for the bottle than it is for the happy hour 22 ounce. So they are getting gypped out of 50 cents, I will say.
Oh no,
However,
I'm sorry if 50 cents is breaking you,
But-
I think you've got bigger problems.
Thank you.
But
Maybe
no, for
don't go
sure. But it's also like she was like, why? If you can't do this, I'm like, it's not. I literally looked this woman in the face and was like, it's not the same thing. Like we have a happy hour thing, which is more, but now you're getting a 12-ounce beer because you don't want a warm beer, which is fine, I understand. But now you have to pay 50 cents more because.
Do I look like the guy that's supposed to fix this right now? Like,
you-
what do you want me to do about
Well,
that?
exactly. And also, if you're gonna bitch about it, like, dude, just who cares? Like, you're going out of your way to
Stop being
get.
so stubborn.
Hot take. I really think that some people go out to eat just because they need attention.
Well, but that comes back to the
They
regulars.
like need someone to
That-
talk to and complain
so
to.
not-
There's a difference between being a regular and receiving free things and being a regular and expecting free things. Because that's the difference that I think irritates me, where it's like, hey, your name's, we'll just say Karen. Well, it's like, Karen, awesome. I love when you come in. But also, if you're going to bitch to me about your tab every fucking time you come in, I'm going to I'm not going to treat you any different, but I'm just not going to like go out of my way every time.
People who have those expectations are like, what's wrong with people?
Right, yeah.
Never order or expect anything. Or
even if you're a regular.
expect to pay what you ordered.
Yes. Even if you're a regular. Yeah.
Always.
And see, and that's where I think too, where there's been times with like the regulars that have like are the ones that like, you know, get the free beer, you know, something like that, where we've had to like talk to them before and be like, hey, just so you know, like we can't do that anymore. And they're like, that's fine. I don't care. I never expect free anything from you. So like charge me whatever. I'm not going to have any problem with it.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. But I think it was just more of like a clarification of like, hey, we can't do this anymore because people are like overusing it and whatever. And then it always goes back because they always come in that like, you know, they'll still get that leftover beer that like nobody drank or whatever.
With the way everyone can use social media nowadays, like anything you say wrong to somebody can just be used against you in just the worst way possible. Like, no, we had a decent conversation hours later. Like, this guy told me why I was there. I always get this. And now, like, you're the bad guy. Like, no, I'm sorry. I just had to talk to you like my job requires me to do.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like some people expect free things. And at the one restaurant that I work at, it's always like every person there expects something free. Like if they don't like it or if it, like, I don't know, if they didn't get ketchup on their table, it's like I should get a discount. No, dude.
That's
like,
not how this works.
It's literally not how this works at all. Like, yeah, I don't know. But that's just always the most frustrating thing to me is like being a regular and expecting free shit.
Yep. Or like when they say that they know the owner.
Yeah. Well, that's the same
that's-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah,
too.
no.
Oh, I know
Thinks
the
you're an
owner. He
asshole.
gives me this for free.
I love it. Okay.
He's not working. It's me. So sorry. He's the owner. He can do whatever he wants. He can hand out free things. But when I'm working, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the worker. I have to make money for the bar. Now, when you guys are here and you guys are having fun with him, yes, you guys can have as much free shit as
Right.
you'd like, as long as he's
Right.
serving it to you, not me serving it to you.
My favorite thing is when they come in and they like subtly try to say that they know the owner.
Is the
They're
owner
like,
here?
Or they're like, is Andrew here?
Yep.
And then I'm like, is the owner here? Fuck.
Yep.
And then being like, I'm like, nope, not here tonight or whatever. And then they're like, oh well, I went to high school with them. I'm like, cool. I've
We
known
really
them for
should
like,
do a skit and just be like, someone comes in and like says
they
that.
won't say that they know the
Yeah.
owner, but they know the owner.
Yeah, they really expect our reaction to be like, oh my God, you know
Yeah.
them? Like, oh my God, this is on me.
Yeah.
Everything for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Everything for you. Yeah.
That's
no.
weird.
But because there's also been times where they're just like, oh, I know this person. And then it's like, okay, cool. Awesome.
Or they try to tell you that they know the owner of the bar, but that person does not own the bar anymore.
But but the subtlety is what always gets me is like, I know what you're doing. Like, you know, like it's like, I know you're trying to say you know who this guy is.
You're like, oh, you know the owner? I just talked to him
that's
like
cool.
10 minutes ago. He didn't
That's
mention
awesome.
you. Like,
It's always fun.
Who would've thought?
Like speaking of like,
Yeah.
oh, that was the wrong owner. Just go down a rabbit hole with him. Oh, like, oh, so you know Sam? Like, what about Bob? Like, you get friends with Bob too? I can't believe he did that one time. And just see like how fast they can make a story up in their
Yeah.
head. Like,
oh yeah. Oh, you know
Wait,
Bob.
you know
tell,
about that?
You tell him. Yeah, it's just a story you
remember
made
that one
up.
time at LaGuardia Airport? Yeah.
Tell him the story. Tell him the story.
what do you
God.
guys do when someone's asking you about a specific owner of your place and they're like asking like all these random questions and you're just like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are and I don't really feel comfortable telling you any information about any of the owners or my bosses. Like,
Yeah.
what are you? What? Who are you?
Well, that's how I feel when they're like who's that one girl that works here? And I'm like, I'll like list off everybody and then they'll be like, oh, when do they work? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm not
That's
telling
such
you that.
That's
Like,
such like
Right.
a weird,
No.
creepy
Yeah.
question too.
yeah. I'm like, I'm not telling you that. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm only here tonight and Sunday. Like, if you want to fucking come in any other night and find out for yourself,
Oh,
sure.
I'll have calls from people like, hey, is so and so up on the rooftop today?
Yeah.
I don't know. Come in and see.
Well, and also like I feel like that is kind of like it would be like even as a manager, I don't think it's necessarily illegal, but I guess it could be an invasion of privacy, being like, oh, this person works this day from this time to
You
this
never
time.
know what's going on
because you
in
don't know
somebody
who you're
else's
talking
life.
to on the phone
Yeah.
too either. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like, if you want to know, why wouldn't you just be here? And if you're
Right.
asking, like, that's somebody
If
you
you-
should have in contact with.
Right.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you
If
should
you're
ask
actually their
themselves.
friend, you should be able to know when your
Right.
friend is
Yeah,
working at their place
exactly,
of work.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Poor people tip of the day. Don't give out other people's schedules
Yeah.
and times that they work.
Well, and that's another thing though too, because where I work, it's a ghost crew. Like all of us have a set schedule, so like everyone knows when we work, and when like even the
That
people
would-
that do have my contact information, they know when I work. So when I'm like, oh, it's on a Wednesday. Hey, are you working? No, like
Yeah.
you know when I work, you know, and I'm sorry, but like just having my contact and asking me when I work on the days that I don't work, it's like, ooh, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you know when I work, I am
Yeah.
not working on that day. Leave me alone.
I may not be a smart man.
But yeah, I mean, it's just nice to have people that want to come and see you and things like that. But then
True.
it's just my bosses aren't always going to be there. All the other owners are not going to be there like how you think that they are because they have other lives. You know, they own a bar, they can do whatever they want.
And that's the reason why they set up management. Like,
Yeah.
half the reason when you own a bar is to be able to get that up, get it set, set it in front of you, and be able to step back.
Right.
So yeah, but that's just kind of one of those things where it's like, do you actually know the owners if you're asking me A, B, and C questions? Because
Right.
that's like,
Yeah.
I don't know
What are you
about
fishing
you.
for?
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
we should try that at as many bars as possible and see like how people react to it.
Should we
Just
just be like, oh, I know the owner.
Yeah, we
I
like
can't.
look up who owns it and just
You
we just
laugh the
like
whole
start
time.
saying
Yeah.
that. We just start name dropping people in
Just
a
like
random place we've never
Creating
been to.
random ass stories with them too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can I get you in trouble? For
Oh
this?
yeah. Oh dude, I was just out with Tom last weekend and yeah, dude, it was crazy. We were drinking and driving. It was awesome. No,
Did
just
you
like-
hear what he did that
yeah,
night?
yeah, exactly. Great crazy stories.
Yikes.
I need to know about this jet ski in the dining room.
Oh
Is
yeah.
does it operate?
The
Is
Beaver
it
jet
working?
ski.
Or is it just there for show?
Just there for show. There's also another one out back that has Gremlin, the stripe from old Gizmo,
Okay.
riding on top of it, right next to another Chucky doll.
Nice.
Wait, out in the back. What do you mean, like?
The back patio. So I've got two coolers out back, and one of them has another exact same jet ski, but instead of our little beaver mascot riding it, it's Stripe from Gremlins.
Nice.
Oh my god, that is awesome. And they don't work.
As far as I know. But I haven't really tried to ride it out of there yet.
No, well, obviously not. You need a pool of water, if not more, like a lake. But
I'm just saying there's probably a way.
yeah,
I mean, they did drive a door or a car through the fucking window, so I feel like you could get a jet ski out of here fairly easily.
I'm surprised that they just took the ATM. My ass would have been trying to grab the jet ski.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is I feel like a ATM theft is like never gonna just like. Do you think they were trying to open it behind the Walmart or something, and then like
That would be my guess.
Yeah, did
Did
they
they
get
get
any
into
money?
it?
No, they didn't even get into
Oh,
it. Nobody
yikes.
watched the movie Barbershop and realized how hard they are to actually get into.
Yeah.
But what sucks the most, doesn't really suck the most, I kind of find it funny, like they're still federally protected. So you stealing that is no different from robbing a bank. All you did was cause me and my staff a headache, and now you've
Right.
got a federal charge.
yeah.
Oh god. So like all that money that's in it is tagged.
So
Like it has like a certain like number of bills. Does it know like the serial code of the bills that are in the ATM?
I only know when they do a drop. So like the people that own the ATM systems and the jukebox and stuff that we normally have, like that's all what they own. It's just sitting in here, and they had just done a drop the day before, which even better.
Yeah. Wow.
So there wasn't even a lot of money in it.
I mean, there was about $3,000 in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because you said they just did a drop. They just replenished the machine, but they didn't get any money.
Bless you.
Any money out of it? Sorry, excuse me.
Anyone else?
Well, that's interesting.
Crazy.
Huh?
What a
Then what was
waste.
the whole
Petty
point of even
crooks,
trying
dude.
to get the
Exactly.
fucking ATM?
Yeah, they really didn't
No, it's
think that out.
It's petty crooks. It's
I
like
mean,
didn't-
sometimes
but
it
what's
works.
crazy to
sometimes
me
it
is
doesn't.
they thought about how to get in here,
Right.
but you didn't think about how to get into that.
Right.
Like, come on. If you're gonna do it, like, go all the way in for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Have
go
a
into a
plan.
field somewhere or something, and like, I
Well,
guess we're just like inciting like, people to like.
So I was just talking to this guy
Silly
when I was
tunes.
cashing out at Fairway the other day. And he's ex-military or something. He goes, "Yeah, if you use a 30-pound sledge in a perfect square there, it'll pop open." Like, how do you know this? Listen here, Snapple facts. Tell me more.
Did you take the ATM?
Right? Are you trying to sell yourself out, or was it your buddy that dropped it off that didn't help?
Yeah. Did they have any? I mean, I guess if you can talk about it, did they have any like leads on who they thought it was? Like, was it an inside
really.
job or something? Was it the
So
CIA?
there's a few other bars that have been hit exactly like this, and
Oh.
it's kind of been the same person who owns the same ATMs. That-
Oh.
yeah, so there is actual little connection here.
What?
Wait, hasn't the ATM, this has happened twice, right?
No,
Or
this
is it just once?
it's the first time for us being broken into, but
Okay.
it was like a month ago that somebody ran into Basic Bird over here.
Gotcha.
That's what happened around here. The exact same reason. Like, come on, this is Beaverdale. This doesn't happen. But that was an accident. Apparently, that person had some sort of debilitating disease and
Oh.
had some sort of episode, and that led up to the crash. I
Oh,
believe.
okay. So it was
Oh.
just the crash aspect
Yeah.
that was similar,
Yeah, they
not the ATM.
So, yeah,
okay.
that
Yeah,
gave
they
the person
weren't
the
trying to rob
idea for this one. Like, what are the odds, you know?
Don't hit
Yeah.
the same
that
place
close
twice.
together. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, it is Beaverdale, and you know, like, there's nothing really going on here. So, like, how would,
Right.
like, what, like, why would you? I don't. Yeah.
As in, like, it's a quiet neighborhood, right?
It
That's
is.
why I do love this neighborhood, because it is the like, it reminds you like the old school type where everyone knew your neighbors, knew your aunties.
Yeah.
Like, can I borrow a cup of
Yeah.
sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure, it definitely is. And so, like, that's like nothing really happens here. So when that kind of happens, it's like,
Yeah, that's
Why?
why I figured.
Why
like,
here?
yeah, like, why the damn pub?
I mean, why have your episode here?
Because you're cool and we want you on the podcast. Like, look at your
Aw,
shirt.
somebody likes me.
Ain't got no time to bleed.
I cannot tell you how many times people are like, how have you not seen Predator? Like, it's such a good movie.
It is such a good movie, but it also fits the theme. You were telling us how I can't talk today.
Haley hasn't seen it.
What? I've seen it.
You haven't seen Predator?
I've seen it.
Why are
I'm
you
sure.
sweating right now? Oh my god!
You do know the reference "Get to the Choppa," right?
Yes.
That's
No,
what it's
you
from.
didn't. Oh my god!
I haven't seen it either.
Shut up! Yes,
I'm
you
dead
have.
serious. I haven't.
What?
I know the scene "Get to the Chopper," but I didn't know that was from Predator. I knew that was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We are officially still failing as a society.
Anyways, moving on.
I just like how he has all the great T-shirts. You said you have a website to help you with all like your clothes for work. So
Yeah,
this is
it's
what you
just
get
like
to
a
wear to
random
work.
80s and 90s store. I've got one, Tommy Want Wingy.
Yeah. Do you know that movie?
I know that movie.
Hey, Richard.
Fat guy in a little. No.
Uh-huh.
No. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
All right, so this is going to
If we
become a
say it, you
film
might
study.
know it. Yeah, this is now a study in film. Do you know who Chris Farley is?
Yes.
Okay. What was he in?
Black Sheep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend just watched that.
Do
And,
you know
and
the
the other one.
What's the other one?
I don't know.
Come on, Mr. Callahan.
Stop.
That's
Guys.
That's the one we're referencing.
Stop bullying me.
Yeah, no, come on. The 80s and the 90s were the best, man. Like,
Yeah.
come on. You had Polaroids. Nobody caught what we were
True.
doing back in the day.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the days.
Oh my god, I still can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
Guys.
It's scary. Do you like scary movies?
It's
No.
not scary.
Predator
Boy?
is scary.
Oh, Predator.
Predator is
I
scary.
haven't seen
Oh,
Predator.
Predators and aliens, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've seen Alien.
Like,
Not
All of
Predator
them?
versus Alien, but I've seen Alien.
Yeah, I was gonna. Never mind. I don't know. I actually don't know what I was gonna say.
it actually just came out with that new Alien Romulus,
Yeah, I know.
which is kind of like a prequel, and they brought back an old character. Like, it was actually good. I was
Yeah.
surprised on
I
how
haven't
good that
seen it
was.
yet.
Dude, I was go over to the Drake Theater, cheapest movie tickets, best popcorn, and get in and out.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I love going over there.
There's the other one too, the Fleur Cinema,
Yeah.
which also
Man, I haven't been there
one of my. It
forever.
just reopened after COVID, but one of my videos was actually played there once, and I didn't even know about it until after it was like shown.
Sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a music video that I did for Allegra Hernandez. But yeah. It was cool. And yeah, I didn't find out afterwards, but it was like some kind of like Iowa underground music video film thing. And yeah, somebody submitted it. I think it was probably Allegra that did it, but
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice of her to do that.
him, yeah.
Oh, sorry, him.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm really excited for the Ingersoll theater to open up the dinner and like
Yeah.
it was like a playhouse at first. It's
Over
Ingersoll.
by like the Greenwood, right?
Yeah, but it's called Ingersoll something. It's Ingersoll Theater Dinner and Show, Picture Show, or whatever. But they used to do plays
Oh,
and
yeah.
things like that there. I used
Isn't
to go
that
there as a
reopening?
kid. It is reopening.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
redoing it and everything.
Guys,
I'm
I really
excited.
hope it's a professional theater and I can work in theater.
That'd be
again.
super cool.
Yeah,
you know,
why-
there's
you
a
could do the
theater.
Playhouse.
There's a theater house like that's over by off of. It's the old Skate West. It's the old roller rink that I used to work at.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like some kind of theater now.
I know I
Yeah.
want to go see Logan.
I know,
Log
right? Yeah.
person.
Yeah, well, log person.
They're actually on the south side.
What's
They
that?
don't. They're actually on the south side. They don't own the west one anymore. They sold it.
Yeah, yep,
I know.
yep.
It's a great.
That's
everyone.
the only one now. I think.
So have
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
done an adult skate night yet?
No, we need to.
We
We
should.
should.
We
That'd
definitely
be really
should. I
fun.
can barely skate, but yeah,
Oh,
I'll
I'm
definitely
such
go.
a good skater. I'm gonna outskate all you
Game
guys.
on.
Well, Dal used to work at a skating rink. What,
Yeah,
are you,
dude,
what are
I
you trying to
used
say
fucking
here?
kill it. Okay, what other topics do we have? We got super off topic.
I'm just a random little thing. What is your guys' go-to response when someone says thank you? Because
Fuck
I have
you.
a habit of going, I'm just like, yeah. Or
Finger
like,
guns.
no problem.
Finger guns.
Yeah,
But
I do finger guns a lot.
It just works.
But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe the older generation would prefer
Okay,
us
let's-
to say
let's-
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Let's
I
role
never
play
really
this
say
really
no,
quick.
you're
I say I gotcha.
Yeah, no, I say
I
that
gotcha.
too. I got you. No problem. I got you, dude.
See the finger
Yeah,
guns
yeah,
with it.
always.
It's got to be
always.
the full.
Okay, let's role play this really quick. Say thank you to me like I just served you your drink.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
Did you see my face? I think I was actually scared.
I just wanted to role play that really quick. Okay, we're
I normally
good.
say you're welcome. One of my coworkers says my pleasure.
Yeah, I'll say that, or I'll say of course sometimes.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
sometimes
Say
I'll be like, it's my job.
See, like I feel like my pleasure, especially like if you're an attractive
It's
girl,
too Chick-fil-A.
dropping that down. Like I'm not flirting with you. This is actually just what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're like
My pleasure.
Ew,
it's
stop.
my pleasure.
No.
Yeah, you gotta be careful who you say it to.
No, I just say you're welcome, or I say of course, or be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least like we respond because I feel like it'd be kind of rude if
I
you
just
don't like respond at
no,
all.
I just
So,
like that's
do you
how I
need
serve
another
my
one?
drinks. I'm like
I can't stand you. Good thing I'm sitting down today.
one PBR.
The
sir.
difference between
Sorry, I hit your
being
leg as
creepy
I
and
said
flirty,
that.
how attractive you are.
That,
No, no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, so we're done with that.
I would do the thing again. We're getting so off topic today. Haley, what else do you have? Sorry.
What else?
I didn't mean to hit your thigh right as I didn't mean to slightly stroke your
Okay,
thigh.
we don't need to be
as
a
I
part of
said
your guys'
that.
little
It's okay. I
bromance.
just wanted to clarify.
Whatever makes you sleep better at night, bud. If you want to do it, you just go for it.
Okay.
Let your freak flag fly, bud.
So the
I
mascot
always
here
do, I
is
always do.
obviously a beaver for Beaverdale. Is that like exactly the reason why? And like the damn pub though too. So like it's not just for Beaverdale.
Which
Yeah,
came
it's
first?
just a play on the dam.
Okay.
I
The
really
dam
don't
or the
think we
beaver?
thought about that too much.
Okay.
It just worked out that way.
Okay. Do you guys have a shirt that says "I Heart Beaver"? In here, do you sell shirts like that?
No, that's the other bar across the street that has that.
Okay.
Our shirts are way more funnier. On the back, I've got cloak. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
See, you passed it on. Quote from Clerk says, "Today, I'm not even supposed to be here today. Where's the beef?
I saw
what
the
you
where's the beef
talking
one.
about, Willis? Yeah, just a lot of like old school sayings.
Okay, yeah, to follow the theme and whatnot for like the 80s and 90s. I like that because the door says push it real good. That's really funny too.
Yeah.
And then the bathroom has a couple different signs in there too, just to
Yeah.
make it super funny.
Are you a fan of the old Marky Mark on the back door?
Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah, what's the girls' bathroom here? What does that look like?
There's a bunch of guys in there.
What kind of guys?
It's all Miami Vice.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Okay, because the guys' bathroom is all Top Gun for some
Speaking
reason.
of-
R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
So it's like, he just died.
Yeah, yesterday.
No shit. God
Goose,
damn,
dude,
yeah.
he's gone.
All right,
Batman
man.
forever.
That sucks.
Oh my God.
One of my favorite movies was The Saint.
Dude.
Such a good movie.
Solid call.
Solid spy
call.
movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, that sucks. He had like.
I love it. Haley doesn't know. Haley doesn't know.
You don't know who Val Kilmer is?
Guys,
Okay, let's just preface.
You're
Okay,
me.
you've seen Top Gun, right?
Jaden and I are
The
30.
original.
Kyle
The original
is
Top
37.
Gun.
How old are you again? 25?
26.
26.
Yeah, old enough. I should
26
know.
and 3/4.
All right.
No, it's okay, but you're the oldest sibling, right? Who's
The middle.
Yeah, okay, so
I have 2
you're-
older brothers.
Yeah, see, you're the
You have
middle.
2 older brothers?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's the baby. So like little siblings.
I have a
normally-
younger brother too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a younger brother.
Yeah.
And that's the one that we've met, I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, William.
Liam.
Liam, sorry, but he
Liam.
goes by Liam, not.
Listen,
Yeah.
to be fair, we all in our younger ages got this exact same shit.
Oh no, but I'm just saying like she's the younger sibling. So like all of us were like you were the only child and I was the eldest sibling. So like we had to pave the
dude.
way to give knowledge.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
help
also the
complete
oldest
that
sibling.
circle. I'm the middle child.
Oh, you are?
So
All right,
Yeah,
quit
see,
it.
so
I got beat
Shut
it down to you.
Shut
Yeah.
down.
I feel like I wouldn't be allowed to work here because I don't know any of the references to anything.
Really?
We'll call it an education class.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay to be
Damn it.
ignorant.
You know who that is,
we
right?
can help.
On the left
Yeah.
with the glasses?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Austin Powers.
Okay,
Okay, good.
We're not doing fucking
Who's that-
segment
who's
of
that
Quiz
playing the
Haley.
saxophone?
I don't know.
Do you not know?
Guys.
That was our former president. I'm sorry, Haley.
You're getting beat up
Actually,
today.
I thought
Do
she
that
actually
one.
left. Macho Man, she already asked about that one.
No, I didn't. I did because I forgot it was Macho Man.
That one's He-Man. Macho Man Randy
That's
Savage.
who is that?
You know about Rubik's Cube, right? Okay, we won't make fun of you anymore, Haley. But that was Bill Clinton.
I recognize him now. Why the fuck? I didn't know he was playing the fucking saxophone.
Yeah, he was by far the coolest president.
An early picture of Kirk Ferentz.
Yeah, that one I don't know.
He was in Coming to America.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a comedian, stand-up comedian though before that, right? I think.
Yeah, that's what I said to my family. I said I wanted.
Oh shit!
Poor People Podcast is brought to you by Tipsy Cup.
Tipsy Cup.
Tipsy Cup.
Thank you to our sponsor, Tipsy Cup.
Thanks to Tipsy Cup, we are able to make it through our hangovers with Tipsy Cup preventative hangover powder. You shake it, tear it, and tip it.
You can find the link to Tipsy Cup in our bio. Use code POUR20 for 20% off or go to tipsycup.com.
Bada bing. Cheers to Tipsy Cup. Thanks for sponsoring Poor
Thank you,
People
Tipsy Cup.
Podcast.
Oh, for sure. So with you make most of your guys' bombs and cocktails, right? Since you're like the head bartender, obviously the GM. So how many shots and cocktails have you made that have made it on the menu?
And how many of them suck? I'm just
How
kidding.
many do you want to try and tell me what sucks or not?
I'll suck as many drinks as you want, dude.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, this just became a deer penthouse. Honestly, so we change up our menus every year. We always try to find like something new, and we even do like seasonal menus where we'll figure out what actually sells more. Like I love just going through and being able to create a few drinks. Some sell, some don't, and then the next year we can either grow on what didn't or what actually worked better, and just continue having those staple drinks. That's why if you look at our drink menus, I like to call them our adult coloring books. that we still have some of our signature drinks that have been here since we opened up, and then we have our seasonal fall and winter, fucking spring, summer menus. And some will be from before, some will be all new. Like we just started doing martinis, which so much fun. But you know,
You did get a new toy though.
Espresso martinis.
Yeah, that
did.
espresso
Yeah.
brought me back to life, I will say.
and how fast was that,
Oh, it was so good.
dude?
And it was super fast, too.
Yeah,
It was freaky fast.
like out of nowhere. I didn't think it would work as well as it did. I was against it as first, but figuring out how fast it actually works, like it,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can make it work on a busy night.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fun.
That's always nice to get something new and not have to worry about making it not go as fast, especially if you're going to be making espresso martinis.
And that's why I was like, everyone's coming in. I'm showing everyone how to do this. So when I'm not here, like,
Yeah.
you're still doing it.
Yeah.
But we also prep it ahead of time too.
Yeah.
And figure out ways to make sure, even if we get new things, it's still easy to follow through. Like I still want you to be able to make those on a Friday night and it only take you 30 seconds because
Right.
I need you to be able to make as much money as you can possibly and be efficient about it so you can continue to do your job proficiently. Like make sure you're slinging the drinks, make sure you're talking to people, having a good time. not stressed out about like, oh, I can't make this right now because I got to wait for this to be done. Like,
Yep,
no.
correct.
We're going to have this out here. You're going to be ready to rock.
Yeah.
Just no blended drinks.
I was gonna say
No-
it turns
no
into
blender.
the
No
blender
blender.
thing.
Is your
No.
blender
Shane's
broken for
broken.
sure too?
Oh, I will never have a blender.
Oh, you just don't have one.
No.
See, that's the way to do it. Like, just don't keep one.
No, that just creates too many drinks. Like, oh, you have this. Now you can make this drink I had in Florida. Nope, that's not how this works.
Also, the only thing is too is that like I feel like blenders should only be there for kids drinks if they're going to do it, because it's like I think it's more fun for a kid than it is genuinely for an adult. Like if you've never been to
That
Florida
kid's
and you
not
have
gonna
a
get you a lot of money though.
No, I know, but their parents might. But like what I'm saying is like if you like go to Florida and have a Miami Vice and then you come to Iowa and you're like, oh, I want a Miami Vice, you're just letting yourself down. You know what I mean? So it's
But
like
as a good bartender, you can also like figure out a way to like ghetto make that drink. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's
where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm just saying it's like for a kid's drink, it almost makes more sense because it's like a milkshake almost.
No,
like,
I fucking hated making chocolate milk. We didn't buy chocolate milk. We made
Oh.
chocolate milk.
Oh, no, I
I'm so
never
happy I
make
don't
it.
work at a
I
restaurant.
never
Kudos to
make
you
it.
guys. I do not like working at a restaurant only because I have to serve kids chocolate milk. I can't do it. I'm
We
like, no,
either
we're
have-
out. It's expired.
we either have it
Leche no more.
or I'm not mixing it.
Yeah, no.
You can
No.
always say no.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Yeah,
I always
but then
do.
like you feel like I feel guilty for saying no. Like we're like, no, we don't have it, and then like I'm like, oh, okay.
But do you feel guilty after they've been like halfway decent to you after you said no? Is that why? Or if
No.
they okay?
I just feel like because I'm lying to them and saying no, and I don't actually like lying
That's fair.
like that. I just feel guilty.
Way to be a decent human being.
Yeah, I was like, actually, matter of fact, I just crawled all the way in the back of the cooler and just found a last gallon of milk that is not expired. Let me go find the chocolate syrup if we even
that
have
grinds
any.
my gears too, especially like if there's 2 gallons or something open,
Mm-hmm.
they're both halfway drank, and you look at the front one like this is out of date. You know what? Just takes 2 seconds to go. Throw it away. Like if you see it needs done, just do it.
That is one thing that I don't like about working at restaurants is like things like that and like chocolate milk for kids. That's it.
That's what. That's why like
Because
here,
we're the only ones that necessarily actually use the milk because our kitchen doesn't.
Right.
They use heavy whipping cream or like half and
Yep,
half or whatever
yep.
else they need to use. They never actually use milk.
they
The
don't,
milk
they
is
don't
for
have
us.
to worry about that or making
No.
sure it's replaced. Like
Yeah.
they're not using it.
White Russians. White
I
Russians.
love White Russians.
No, we use heavy whipping cream, and I had a lady like ask me, "Hey, can you put more liquor in it? It's like whatever you're using for the milk is way too heavy." I'm like, "Yeah, because it's heavy whipping cream, and we don't use milk here. Like we don't carry milk here.
Where-
It's
It's
Like, where-
supposed to be
where do you
cream.
think you're at?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Well, it's
supposed to be like half and half or like milk, but not heavy whipping cream. I
You
don't
can
think.
still use heavy whipping.
No, I know, but she said it was too heavy, and it's like we don't ever get milk because milk expires quicker than
Just
heavy
throw it
whipping
in a
cream.
shaker, shake it up, pour it right back out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
for
That's,
real.
9 times that's normally what I do. But she goes like, "Can you put a little bit more liquor in there? It's still kind of heavy." And I'm like, "Oh, see,
Yeah, for an extra charge a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna do it, but I'll charge you an extra shot.
Anything with heavy whipping cream or milk, I'm out.
Yeah, and that's a crazy thing to order if you're not at a cocktail bar.
well,
Yeah.
and
Freaking mini beers.
Oh yeah, that'd be the death of me. You gotta get a squirt bottle. That's the key.
I
See,
kind
it is.
of
It
like
is.
I don't
mini
mind.
beers.
I don't mind mini beers either, only because we have the squirt bottle.
Yeah, I hate washing the cups.
No.
after?
Oh no, I don't
Gotta
want
soak
that.
up. Yeah.
I've started telling people, because we all know the normal way you make it, but I'll use tip the cow vanilla cream, and it sits at the bottom. I don't care how it looks; it still tastes the same. And now you're actually getting more liquor instead of just like
Right.
15%, and I'm
Interesting.
getting full.
It's an upside down
milk.
beer.
Yeah.
Upside
Yeah.
down mini beer.
and it tastes the exact same.
It
Okay.
does. It does. But like the whole point of it is for you to have the cream
look,
first, and then like it mixes
Still
with
looks like- yeah.
makes the vanilla instead of getting that liquor and then the cream. But I understand what you're saying.
I like being efficient.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, I had this couple come in, and it was definitely like a first or third date or something like that. But they came in, they were vibing, having a good time, whatever. And then the dude asked me if I had vanilla McGillicuddies. And I was like, no, but I've got like Smirnoff vanilla, whatever. And then he showed me this shot on the McGillicuddy's website from his phone. And it was McGillicuddy's vanilla, fuck, I can't even remember. Something, and then Bailey's. God, I can't. God, I can't remember what it was, but it was 3 ingredients.
Was it butterscotch?
Super easy. No. It was like
that's kind of what I was thinking.
It was
Yeah.
clear. It was clear besides the Baileys. But there was some
Butterscotch can
other.
still be clear.
There was something else. I don't remember what it
Cream
was.
de cocoa.
I don't think it was something we had. I don't remember. Either way, when I put the Baileys in, I did like a little bit, or no, it was cream. It was cream, Smirnoff vanilla, and something else. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Either way, when I put the cream in, the cream sank to the bottom, so it just looked all like foamy and like weird in
Ew.
it. And then I was just like put it in. I was like, gave it to him. I was like, did I make that right? And they were like, looks good to me. And I was like,
That's all that matters.
It was one of those where I turned and was like, oh God, that's not gonna be good. And then they both took it, and the guy was like, that's my favorite shot of all time. I was like, bro.
Whoa.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? Apparently it tastes like
Smirnoff vanilla.
it was vanilla, something else, and cream. And I had to
never
go
heard of-
downstairs to get the cream, but I can't remember what the second ingredient was.
I don't remember anything.
It tasted like vanilla vodka, apparently. So
like
Weird vanilla vodkas taste like vanilla vodka.
or no, sorry, it tasted like vanilla ice cream. My
Okay,
bad.
okay,
Vanilla
'cause,
ice
like,
cream is what it's supposed to
The
taste like.
Dr. McGillicuddy's makes vanilla. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
They make cherry.
Yeah.
They
The
make
cherry, the grape,
grape and menthol.
Yeah,
I
and
never
vanilla.
knew the vanilla.
Yeah, they've had the vanilla for a long time.
Huh.
Would it be
Yeah.
like a UV cake?
No,
Kinda.
it's like
Well,
menthol but vanilla.
Oh, no, just like how the drink tasted.
Oh, I didn't
figuring out
try
that,
it.
that,
Wait,
like,
I
does
didn't
the
try it.
cherry
It looked-
McGillicuddy's taste like menthol but cherry?
No.
Or does
No,
it just
it's-
taste like
it's-
a thick syrup of cherry?
Yeah.
cough
Cherry
syrup.
syrup. It
Yep.
does.
I haven't tried it.
100%.
No, but I was just saying, imagine McGillicuddy's menthol, and then imagine that, but with vodka flavor. Because it's
McGillicuddy's
such a
menthol or
strong-
Rumplemints?
Menthol. Because McGillicuddy's, and also, did you guys know that Fireball is also made by McGillicuddy's? Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
All of that is gross.
why I
All
said-
of that
yeah,
is
no
gross. yeah.
shit, no
All of
shit.
that is gross.
The
that
menthol
hurts
is
my
like
tummy.
tolerable. Anyways, okay. Speaking of tolerable drinks, let's get into our douche of the week.
I had this couple, and it was late in the night, probably like 1:30. So I'm over, at the end of the bar doing my dishes, and I'm fully listening to their conversation at this point. They're fighting. She's like accusing him of talking to other girls, and it just keeps escalating. And he's just being so dramatic. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go in my phone and text everyone I know, blah 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 blah," and I'm just so annoyed and so over it. But then they're still like, quietly like fighting. And the lights are on at this point, and I'm like, all right, guys, time to go. And then he starts like fully yelling at her in her face and raising his voice. And I'm just like, get the fuck out right now.
Yeah. When was this? Friday?
Friday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. And I wanted to be like, please break up with him. Please get away from him.
Know your worth.
Yeah. Right. But I'm like, it's none of my business. They're fucking drunk. I'm like, I don't know what to do, but just get out of my bar.
Yeah.
That was annoying.
That is very annoying. Definitely being a douche.
I think mine is when people do such shitty things in the bar to the point where they get charged with no trespassing.
That's wild.
That's like, why? How? Whatever. I mean, like this happened to my coworker last night, but it's like, what?
Why is it always a weeknight?
It is. It's always a weeknight. It's never a weekend night.
Is it a full moon?
Right? Like it's crazy, but it's like, what? Why do you have to get to that point where you get a no trespassing at a bar on a weeknight?
Wait, as in they're like not allowed on the premises?
Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
They're not even allowed to even touch the front door. If they touch the front door, they can get arrested because that's like part of our property. That's part of our building.
Had to
That's
do
the-
that once.
Yeah, that's
You
like,
touched the front door?
Only a few. Depends on who you ask and where I've been. Okay. No, the no trespassing. I had this like 6'3" dude, 280, like baseball chuck a rocks glass straight at my face, right at the end of the bar.
Here?
Like, yeah,
Holy
like 3 feet away from me.
dude.
It, like instant reaction. He hit my arm and it swelled up to about like that big.
Damn.
Because I barely blocked it and he aimed it straight at my face. He ended up breaking 3 bottles while he did it.
Did you what did you do? Like
finally got him outside, and one of the other owners had finally walked in, and we caught him across the street, piss drunk, trying to get into his car, and we had already called the cops about him. But he tried swinging with his backpack at both me and one of the other owners. They broke his backpack open, dropped his laptop, and like a bunch of pens.
Why?
Herbal pens.
Oh. I was like, he's just like
Dude,
going to
it
banks.
was so funny. And like one of the others, he's a big dude. Like, like you don't mess with this guy. He's got him pinned down. Cop shows up, and there's just weed pens everywhere. Like
dude.
this dude just baseball chucked a glass at my face, and we actually had to get him. Like, you are not allowed to come in here.
There was actually an incident. I don't know where this was, but I've seen a picture of this. But a girl got hit with a rocks glass in her face, cut up her entire face and her lip. I'm sure I could probably like get a picture of it or something. But
This
like,
is here? Or this is on the
here.
internet?
No, this is here in Iowa. This happened to a local bartender. I don't know what bar it was, but it was like a dive bar, and some guy got really mad at her and fucking just chucked
It's crazy
a
that
rocks
we,
glass
like-
in their face.
Like, just staff has to actually be worried about their well-being. Not just like I need to make ends meet, but like
Yeah.
I could not make it home tonight.
Right.
Yeah. And that's like what's really frustrating, especially with like, we're here to have fun. We're not here to get you in trouble. We're not here to like make you go to jail. We're not here to do no trespassing. But like the fact that you are getting that upset with me, what are you actually upset about? And why are you in my bar drinking? Like,
This is why you go to therapy.
yeah. So I think that is definitely my douche of the week, is like people that like just can't
100%.
handle themselves and they act a fool and they get no trespassing. Because it's like, it's not that I want to, like, if we have a no trespassing against you at our bar, that means everyone in that, like the block, will have you be banned from not even going to that bar, because there is a reason why
that's the
you
way
have
it
a no
should be,
trespassing.
because you guys, people should be protected like that.
Yeah.
Like, you learn your lessons. People
You're gonna
don't
ruin
like
it for
taking
yourself.
accountability anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wait, if they get a no trespassing at your bar, all of the bars around you also won't let them in?
They'll, because we have the scanner, we scan people's IDs, so we'll put like, we have a charge on that person for no trespassing. So if he
That's
tries,
cool.
so if he tries to come in, it'll say no trespassing at Tonic. So if he tries to go into a different bar, it'll show on the scanner that it says no trespassing at Tonic, and
That's
then they can
awesome.
actually ban
Wow.
that person from coming into their bar. So like
That's
they get,
cool.
not only do they get notified by us, but they also get notified by the Des Moines Police Department, and then they also, like, since we have their information on their ID, we can put a ban on them from coming in. So it's
So-
like all over.
Do you guys have to like file paperwork for that? Like to be like, this
Yep.
person is
Yep.
not
So
allowed?
with that incident,
it's like a
we-
restraining order in a way.
Yep. So with the incident, so I don't know if my boss has to come down and do that, but my coworker placed the no trespassing, but it has to be verified with our boss, obviously. But like, it's gonna be verified anyways,
Yeah.
because he's the owner of the bar, so they have to go along with it for
Mm-hmm.
no trespassing of the building.
Crazy.
But yeah, that's my douche of the week.
Damn.
I hate that. I literally hate that, because now I have to have that person in my brain just in case they try to come in. Or like when you tell someone that they're banned and they can't come back in, they try to come in on like someone else's different shift, and they're like, well, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you're
No,
banned.
no.
Like, get out. And why are you doing this when I'm busy? Like, you're down here looking at me like a puppy dog, like you want to come in here. Go somewhere else. There's other bars. Like, I'm sorry. Like, bye. Like, I'm fucking
Outside
busy.
of the window.
Yeah. Let me in. Exactly. It's like, no, I'm busy. Get out.
It's
Move
like
along.
raining outside, and they're like,
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's fucking annoying. And they do it. They do it when you're
Dude,
busy.
heard.
They come in when you're busy.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall busy, and they're doing that, and they're standing at the end of the bar like,
Or especially when you're busy too at the same time. Like, I just want to talk to you about it. Do you not see what's going on?
I'm fucking busy. Get out of my face.
yeah.
What's your?
Do we have people banned from our bar?
I'm about to make a list.
Couple.
Really? I don't know who they are.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'm about to make a list.
We should take a, like, do you guys have a ban list here? Do you guys
Very
like,
small one so
Yeah.
far.
do you guys display it?
Oh yeah, everybody has the pictures of
Oh, no shit.
of those people and names written down.
Wait,
Absolutely,
for
yeah.
like staff does,
Oh, yeah.
or like, do you guys like put it up
Yeah,
behind
because
the
I want to make
bar?
sure these guys are like everybody knows. Just because
Right.
this incident happened with one person, like you were just saying,
Yeah.
you're not going to come in and try to get in here with a different staff member. No, everybody is going to
See,
know.
that's important, I think, because at the restaurants that I've worked at, when there's been people that have been banned, it's like, it's like I won't know that person's banned. They'll come in, order a drink from me, and then whoever
And all
the
of a sudden
person
you're in
was.
trouble because you served somebody that you
Right,
didn't even know.
but
shouldn't
nobody.
Be in there.
Well, it's like it's not that I get in trouble necessarily, but the server, whoever that banned them, will like randomly walk in and like come sit at the bar, and then they're like, "Oh, he's not allowed to be in here," and I'm like, "Fuck, well, I didn't know, dude." Like,
and that puts
now I have to
puts
kick
you
him
in that
out.
whole scenario.
Yeah, and then I have to be the one that kicks him out because I didn't know that he wasn't even supposed to be in there. So that's why I'm like,
everybody. Yeah, that's why.
that's
like,
why I wanted to
everybody
know
should
because
know.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking deal with that shit again.
Yeah.
Yep. See, I've had a coworker knowingly let someone in, this guy who was being creepy to me, and knew that I banned him, and he still let him in.
Was it like to piss you off, or was it like?
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't coming in, and I wasn't working that day. But they
That still
fucking
doesn't
knew.
matter. That's
And I'm
so
like,
disrespectful
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you're still letting them
exactly.
into
You
the
should have your
establishment.
you should have your teams back.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're still letting that person into the establishment. So then if they think that they can come in and that person's shift, like what makes them think that they're not going to be able to come in during her shift?
Well, and that not only holds everybody accountable, but also like, I mean, giving the like picture to everybody, you know, that holds everybody accountable, but also at the same time, it does put everybody on the same team because, and that's so important because it needs to be that way no matter what. It's like, even if one person, like you said, if one person kicks them out, everybody should not should know not to serve that person.
It helps make sure everyone's exactly like you said. Everyone's all on the same level.
Right.
Like nobody is better than anyone just because you've only been here for 2 weeks. If you have that incident with somebody, like obviously we're gonna have your back because
Yeah.
Right.
it's just the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a situation where my boss had to come down and like, I don't think he really understood the seriousness of it until he actually came down and he had to deal with it. And it got like brought to him. Like the whole like interaction was like directed towards him and he was like, "Oh my God, get out." And you're not listening to me. And like, I have to threaten to call the cops on you. Like, that's not why are you making it be that way? Like, why?
Hell, anybody just has to come up to you like, hey, this guys need to go. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't got to tell
Yeah.
them anymore. If you're telling
Yeah.
them they need to go, right out the door you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm not messing around with that.
Yeah, no. So yeah, it's just unfortunate that we have to deal with like certain scenarios like that. But unfortunately, that's what comes with the job.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, I think with that, we can get into our Patreon
'Kay.
and take a little break here. And if you're not subscribed on our Patreon, make sure that you are. It's only $5 a month. Go to patreon.com, Poor People Podcast. All of our links are in our bios for everything. Make sure you follow Dan Pub. What's the social medias for Dan Pub here?
The damn pub.
Okay, the Dan Pub. The
Literally
Dan-
on Facebook and Instagram.
Go to the
Yep.
damn Facebook. Look at the Dan Pub.
Oh,
Follow-
apparently we started TikToks. I just
Nice.
learned about this.
So wait, are you on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Follow the Dan Pub on
You
all
guys
of
actually got
those.
a really good following on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm just finding out about this. I'm not very technologically savvy. That's why I let like the younger staff just
Yeah.
like have fun with it. Which I've watched a few. I'm like, they're having fun with it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So check it out.
You ain't getting me
Yeah.
on one of those though. Like this is as far as this goes.
You're just gonna be on a reel that like a bunch of people will see. That's it. All right. Okay. So with that, make sure you follow Poor People Podcast on everything. Subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you can get a podcast. And
That's it.
Wrap it up.
All right. Wrap it up as always. For richer,
richer,
for poor. Thanks for watching, Poor
People.
People.